folks, I hope you're well. This module, we're looking at different strategies you can start implementing today to reduce your stress levels. Now, we are working in a profession that is, I think, in the top three most stressful jobs in the world. You're dealing with negativity a lot of the time. You're dealing with problems in the classroom, with problem students, sometimes problem staff. And it can be quite a highly stressful job. So it's important not only that we're feeling our very best, but also that we have strategies in place to kind of reduce our stress levels. So I'm just going to share some of these with you. If you are feeling overwhelmed or feeling a bit stressed at the moment, maybe start implementing some of these and see how you go with that. The first thing I'm going to say is you need to get your sleep on track. I've spoken about sleep 2 or 3 times now in different modules, how important it is, and it's super important. When you're underslept, your body is in an automatically stressed state. The stress hormone that we have called cortisol is automatically raised. And actually, when we're trying to burn body fat, which is the goal of this program, if you're underslept, your body can't actually focus on burning body fat because it's focusing on trying to reduce its stress levels. So the first thing I would say is make sure that you're getting enough sleep, 7.5 hours per night. Make sure you've got a solid bedtime routine. You're limiting your caffeine. You're dimming the lights before bed. You're limiting blue light. If you have blue light blocking glasses, that could work really well. You're limiting the time you spend on social media, and you're just having a good, relaxing 30 to 40 minutes before bedtime, so you're getting a good, solid sleep. Reducing the temperature in the room is also going to help you drift off. So those little tips will help you get better sleep, and therefore, if you're getting better sleep, you're going to feel less stressed. Number 2 we're talking about is starting your day off correctly. This is a massive one for teachers. I know a lot of teachers, and when I was teaching, I used to be guilty of it myself, running late in the morning, you're rushing through traffic, you're getting stressed before you even get to work. So making sure you get up early enough in the morning so that you are not rushing. You can have a relaxing morning, you can spend time with your family, or you can get a workout in, or you can have time eating breakfast. So prioritize your morning time, guys. Get into work 5 or 10 minutes before you have to, so your day starts in normality and you're not starting off in chaos. Because if you start off in chaos, you're starting off in a stress state, it just leads to negativity for the rest of the day. So that's the second thing I would say. Number 3 is to be aware of your triggers. What's causing the stress? Is it actually things at work? Is it external things? Do you have too much work on? Are there certain people at work that are causing you stress? If you're aware of your stress, you can actually start implementing things to overcome it. So to be aware of your triggers, what causes you. If it's certain people, avoid those people. If it's a certain amount of work that you need to get done and you're behind, start delegating stuff. Start implementing, start buying resources that are going to save you time to focus on the things you need to get done. You just need to be aware of what's causing you the stress and then try and find a solution for that. If it's internal stresses, again, we're looking at things for the rest of this module I'm going to talk about. I've spoken about sleep, but maybe it's relationships. Maybe it's people you can go and speak to, counselors, go to well-being workshops. Different things like this are going to help you for internal stresses. But being aware of your triggers is super, super important, and finding then solutions or finding your best solutions for those. The fourth thing I'm going to say is don't be too hard on yourself and start taking more breaks at work. I know as a teacher, as a busy teacher, we feel like we're on our feet all day, and unless you're teaching, they're the things you have to be there for. You should be able to take 10 or 15 minute breaks 2 or 3 times a day where you can just relaxing time. Close the door, listen to some music, read a book, go and speak to some of your colleagues, go for a walk outside. Just take your mind off parts of work. Okay, so a lot of the time, if we don't have our day planned out, we're going to be reactive, things are going to come up, we're going to feel stressed. If you do have your day planned out, and if you haven't read the module or looked at the module for increasing productivity, I'd go back and look at some of those tips. But if you're on top of your day and you're owning the day, it's going to reduce your stress levels, and you can actually plan in some time down to yourself. And again, that's going to help you kind of feel more relaxed throughout the day. The next thing I'm going to talk about is exercise. You have your training program. I hope you're adhering to it. I want you moving and walking as much as possible. So when we exercise, you automatically, you know this yourself, you feel better. You feel on top of the world. You feel better for the day. Your happy hormones, your endorphins are running through your body. So your mood is massively increased. So when we're on top of our fitness game, we feel better all over. And when we feel better all over, we feel like there's nothing that's going to take us down. and especially when it comes to work-related things. So it's the times when we're not exercising. I know myself that I feel the most stressed. If I've got a very, very busy week at work and I've missed a couple of sessions, I don't feel as good. My nutrition is normally off and it affects everything. And that's when stress levels increase. So make sure you're getting as much exercise that we've programmed for you, and that you're feeling good on a day-to-day basis. The final thing I'm going to say about stress, again, looking at productivity, I'll harp on about it again, but writing a to-do list, getting your thoughts on paper, okay? Actually dumping all your thoughts on paper. That's the last thing. Writing a to-do list or just getting your thoughts out in the physical world. We carry so many thoughts in our head all the time, not just work-related, personal-related, okay? There's so many things going on in our lives, and there's a lot going on, and it can be overwhelming a lot of the time. But if you actually spend 5 to 10 minutes and just dump all your thoughts on a piece of paper, you've got them out in your physical world, it's like freeing your mind. And then you can look at those things and you can schedule things you need to do, cross off things you don't need to worry about, look at the important things, get rid of the unimportant things. So actually writing ideas down on paper, getting them out of your mind, getting them onto a physical piece of paper is going to help massively when it comes to decreasing your stress. So they're just some tactics, guys, I've used before, some tactics I know a lot of my clients have used or asked for, and they've implemented and they've seen massive results in. Start looking at them. They've all got different benefits, but if you're exercising, your nutrition's on point, you're getting good sleep, you're on top of your day, you're not rushing, all these things are going to reduce your cortisol levels, reduce your stress levels, and then whenever the world, whatever stresses that throws at you, whatever work throws at you, you can kind of handle those things a bit better. So I hope they were useful. Share some of your reflections on those on the Facebook page. I look forward to hearing them from you. And in the meantime, guys, I'll talk to you very soon.